Gale from Gale Force Winds, and I got to tell you, it's a lot of excitement happening right here in Central Minix 2024 in beautiful Gander, Newfoundland. Our good friends at Rally Drilling Services are sponsoring this conversation. It's always good to have so many voices in the room, everybody contributing to this very important conversation, what's happening in the mining sector. Sir, why don't you go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us what you do.
Well, my name is Jim Mercer. I'm got hired on last October as a wilderness guide, outdoor guide, for our company Twin Ponds Wilderness Lodge.
Okay.
So we are located on the site of the former Salvation Army camp,
Okay.
which played a big role in the lives of so many young Newfoundlanders, because every second person it seems that you speak to has some affiliation with the Twin Ponds camp. So we, through our owner, who has the Rally drilling booth here as well, alongside our Twin Ponds Wilderness Lodge booth, he's invested a lot of money.
Wow.
And he's made some changeovers. He bought the camp originally for his Rally drilling workers, saw tremendous potential in the site, excess accommodations, took a look at the beautiful landscape and just envisioned what I feel is going to be a go-to destination in the coming years.
So, I saw the place for what it was, probably what you always knew that it was.
Absolutely.
Saw it for that, and brought you in as a wilderness guy. You're leading tours. Tell me a little bit about those tours. North, south, east, west. Where do you guys go?
Absolutely, and you know, we're going to gear our tours to whatever the group on any particular tour, if they want to go and go totally around Gander Lake, go through the center of the island, up and back of Rodney Pond, northwest Gander, come out through Gambo, down past Gambo Pond, out through Gambo.
Wow.
Get on the rail bed. This is all former Bowwaters roads, because the Bowwaters Woods operation, up in northwest Gander area behind Mount Peyton, there's over 800 kilometers.
And how are they getting around? Are they RTVs, ATVs? What are they getting around on?
Yeah, whatever. Well, right now, because we're just new a startup, we're going to provide some vehicles in the coming months and so on. But right now, when we advertise that people want to come for a tour, they'll bring their own quad, they'll bring their own snowmobile. But we are going to have some on site for, because we're gearing our target audiences for Newfoundlanders to enjoy. There's a lot of people, even all over this island, have not seen the beauty of what we have here in Central Newfoundland.
Now you mentioned Skidoo, so summer, winter?
Summer and winter. We are a year-round, tourism business. And we have a 6 or 8 ladies who run the kitchen out there, and they are as good as you will ever come across.
Is that right? Food's good, is it?
Food is good. We had we were here last weekend as Twin Ponds Wilderness Lodge. We are a member of the Newfoundland and Labrador Outfitters Association, and I'd like to put a shout out to their association for organizing the inaugural outdoor show last week. We had 20-odd partners, from government people to boating safety to outfitting wilderness lodge owners, wildlife people, people who are into the cabin situation for off the grid, and it was just anybody who's involved in the outdoor show. It had some role in outdoor enjoyment.
So I know there's the lodge where you can bring a work team in, and also tourism, privately can come in and use it. Any opportunity to bring RVs or things like that? How does that work?
That's the next phase of the business plan, I would say. I'm not apprised to it all, but I do know, just in speaking very briefly with our owner, that and I know the sods have been turned.
Okay.
There's shovels in the ground,
Okay.
excavator shovels. So we are working towards probably having 20 to 30 fully serviced, 3-way hookup
RV sites.
RV sites for this summer, and that is that's only a percentage of the long-term plan.
How about some funky stuff like yurts and geodomes? Any of those coming?
We have a plan to have as well by our pond, flows out through a tributary stream that flows into Gander River near the Queen Elizabeth Bridge in Glenwood. So along that stream on our property, we have room for 5 to 10 yurts, domes,
wow.
And they're going to be equipped with their own patio alongside the stream with wood-fired hot tubs.
That's unbelievable. That must stream, water, any fishing going on?
Salmon, rainbow trout, brook trout, absolutely.
Is that right?
It's all there. And in the beach just beyond it, we're on a big open field. We're going to have some playground facilities for the kids. We're going to have some paddle boating on the go. We're going to have some canoe rentals. And we'll have lifeguards in place. So
it sounds to me like you found a perfect spot in life right now.
I'm a retired French teacher, and Gander is my home. And I came back here 2 years ago, and I did some guiding on my own, as I have been for a number of years. This opportunity came up, and I am in a perfect place in my life.
Wow.
I could not be happier, and I'm working with some, Robin and his company are excellent people to work for. And I enjoy what I do. I have always had a passion for the outdoors. When I buy my own license this year, it'll be license number 58.
Wow.
Listen, I won't tell you how old I am.
Tell me this. If you're in the Costco line up there now in Mount Pearl and the fella behind you said, "What do you do?" How would you describe your job, and how would you tell him to come visit the lodge?
Well, I would tell them that, we have everything that anybody who enjoys the outdoors. Wintertime, I took some guests snowshoeing this year, first time they ever did it. I took some guests ice fishing, first time they had ever done it. The weather wasn't conducive to snowmobiling or quadding, right? So they were coming for the weekend. So what do? And I think as a school teacher, you always you go in with a lesson plan. Rarely does your lesson plan come to fruition. Your roll as you go. And anyway, the couples that had that weekend, and I took them up to my own cabin, up towards Sabina Air Crash, behind Mount Peyton. We arrived on scene, went in, lit up the fire in my cabin. We went out for our skidoo tour, came back. I had some fresh fish and scrunchions from the ladies in the kitchen gave me. It was a beautiful sunny day, much like we have today, and everything was glistening, snow white, blue sky, and we just set up my lawn chairs on the balcony of my table, my cabin, and we ate fresh fish and scrunchions and homemade bread and homemade jams.
My God, sounds amazing.
I got some people of my own. I had a lady here from Chicago last summer. Can't wait to come back.
Right.
I had her and her son, and took them for a quad tour up Northwest Gander and Southwest Gander. And she said she'd never had an enjoyable day like that. And she is high in the medical profession in Chicago. Can't wait to come back with her son again. And I had as a typical tour. When I go, this is the sort of thing I did, like I did with her, and I'll do throughout the summer. I'll take some fish from the camp and homemade bread, homemade jams, cook up we have a breakfast, a typical tour, just to get back to that. With the cost of their rooms, it's $150 double per night for a couple, and that will include your continental breakfast, which is like eating at the Sheraton Hotel in St. John's. Wow. For the spread that they put off. And then a trail lunch. And then we come back in the evening then. We left the option open for the guests if they wish to take their children and come to Gander to go to some of the businesses here, fast food establishments. You know, it is the way it is for children.
Yeah.
Or they can avail of the meal that is offered the kitchen staff is prepared for the workers, and be that lasagna, salads, everything.
I tell you, do they have a marketing team, or are you doing the marketing as well? Because you're really putting the sizzle on the steak here. Oh, it sounds like an amazing place.
That's the Saturday evening special, the steak dinner.
Thanks very much for being in conversation with us. I got to tell you, what you're describing is an absolutely beautiful place. Many people should get out there and see it. Thanks to our good friends at Raleigh Drilling Services for not only bringing this thing to life, but bringing this conversation to the floor.
Well, I certainly appreciate it on behalf of all of us at Twin Ponds Wilderness Lodge. Like the Newfoundland song says, the door's always open, the kettle's always on.